Welcome to Winners, Wallets, and Worldviews, the only show that's going to teach you
how to be somebody.
Where in your life did you learn that you're not good enough?
Take what you're most passionate about and what you're most fearful of. What is the plan to overcome that fear? And what is the plan to enact that passion?
All right, everybody. How are we doing tonight? My name is Aaron Armstrong. I am currently the owner of Armstrong Ventures, which is my company. We do motivational speaking events. We do consulting with small businesses. And I have run a podcast called Winners, Wallets, and Worldviews, which this show will probably be repurposed in doing that. So tonight, I've got a couple tips for you. I'm actually going to post them right here. And there's a lot of personal struggle with this one, guys. Power focus, okay? What does it mean to have power focus? What does that mean? So power focus, to me, this was something that I took on too much stuff early on, like 2 years ago or something like that. I took on way too much stuff. There was so much stuff going on in my life. So how many of you guys have fallen into that circumstance where you're just like, yes, people? Right? You want to just say yes to all these things because you don't want those opportunities to slip away. And I've noticed that, like, for me personally, focusing on one thing at a time has completely transformed my life. So I haven't been able to do these lives as frequently, mostly because I've been just power focused on getting around the country and connecting with people. Okay, so I made a vow early on this summer. I'm like, I got to get in front of more people. I got to do more motivational speaking events. I got to get out there in front of others, right? So that's what I started to say. Hey, welcome. Come on, everybody. Jump on the show. Love it, love it, love it. So what I was doing is this is the first weekend I've been actually in my house enjoying what's been going on because we've just been going everywhere. And what power focus is when you can just solely dedicate your soul to one thing. And you can just do it with enthusiasm, do it with intensity, bringing that level of energy and effort into something. So what I wanted to give you guys today was just some tips of how I went from this dude that just said yes to absolutely everything, which is what I did because I was like, I can't miss this opportunity. I can't miss that. I got to take this. I got to take that. And I decided, look, if you're going to want to get something done and get it done right, you got to just power focus and you got to do one thing at a time. So that's what we're going to talk about today. The first step, and this is what I just did a speech down in Chicago, and it was called Techniques to Up-Level Self-Discipline. And the first step in this is how can you actually set a goal, set an intention, set something out there. So once you set that goal, set that intention, you've got to trust, you've got to surrender into it, and you've got to submit. So step one, write this down. Step one, submit. That means surrendering into your direction, submitting into your purpose, going in your direction. So you got to trust that that's the right place to go. Okay. So if you guys know, you want to start starting a business goal, you want to start setting some kind of spiritual goal, whatever that is, you've got to start to trust that you're in the right hands, that you're moving in the right direction. So you don't trust that you're going in the right place, you're never going to follow through. You're never going to be able to power focus. You're never going to stay disciplined in that thing. Okay. So if you want the first step in getting super aligned and having power focus, tons of self-discipline, tons of direction, is number one, submit that you are going in the right direction. I have something right here. Actually, hold up. This is my old coach gave me this. It's called Trust the Process. It's backwards to some of you guys on Instagram. Trust the process. What does that mean? What does it mean when somebody says trust the process? What it means when someone says trust the process is it means you set the goal and you believe that you're going the right direction. So if you want to have power focus, power alignment, you got to first trust in that first step. So submit into the right direction. The second one, this one is going to be very familiar to all of us that have ever set a goal, whether it's an exercise, whether it's your business, whether it's a financial goal, whatever it's to eat better, whatever that looks like, it is the resistance. It's overcoming the resistance. It's persisting through the resistance. So whatever that is for you, it might be, in your spiritual journey, we always talk about the enemy, right? The devil, that's that resistance that comes up with you. But then some of you guys might have it just be like, it's that donut that sits on the freaking table at work and it's staring you right in the face. That's my resistance. I'm a huge donut guy. So when I see that donut, that's the resistance. And I've got to overcome that resistance. So first is submit in the right direction. The right direction is I know I have a health goal. I know I have a health goal. Step 2 is make sure you're overcoming that resistance, whatever you can do to do that, right? Finally, step 3. So we have step 1, which is submit. Step 2, resistance, overcoming the resistance. Step 3 is come near. What does that mean to come near? That means come near your spiritual connection with God. That's what that means. So if you're a spiritual person, you've got to understand there's some kind of purpose. You've got to come closer to your purpose. You've got to come back to your purpose. And what I said in the speech when I said techniques for up-leveling self-discipline, come near means revisiting your why. Revisiting your why. Why did you start in the first place? What does that look like? So let's go back to our health example. I want to lose weight. You're setting the goal. You're submitting that is ultimately your goal. Step 2, resistance. Remove the donut from the table. Don't eat the donut, right? Step 2. Step 3, come near. Why am I trying to lose weight in the first place? Why am I trying to eat healthier in the first place? And how do I remind myself that that's super important to my physical fitness journey? What does that look like? So we got step 1, submit. Step 2, resist. Step 3, come near. Remember the why. Remember what you're doing this for. So there's 3 tips. Get power focus. Here I was 2 years ago. I took on so many different things. I was like a real estate guy for a minute. I was like this motivational guy for a minute. I was like, I wanted to start selling t-shirts off of my website. It's just like I took on so much because I was this yes man. I was like, I can't miss these opportunities. They're everywhere. And it's about saying no to the opportunities that know they're distracting you from your really real direction. That's really what's it. So I wanted to share that with you guys today because we just had this power sermon at church this morning, and that's what it was all about. It was about chapter 4, James, verses 6 through 7, and talks about that same thing, right? It's just like submit, resist, come near. So submit yourself to Christ, right? Number 2, resist the devil, right? Number 2. Number 3, come near, come closer to God, and that can totally transform your life if you just apply it in your life principles as well. We just went through the donut example, right? Understanding your goal, resisting the feeling of not coming up against it, right? We talked about that sin, right? It's so easy to be gluttonous. It's so easy to be sloth-like. It's so easy to not find your purpose in feeling that resistance. Number 3 is come near. Revisit the why. Revisit why did I start this? Why did I start doing this thing, right? So tips on power focus today. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I haven't gone live in so long because I've just been like so dialed in on all this traveling. Like I said, I haven't been back here since August, which is when we did our last live. So we will be kicking those back off. We'll be doing those lives again that we had going, the Winners Waltz Worldviews live. But I just want to jump on and let you guys know today, power focus is where it's at. Stop saying yes to every single thing. Start finding the one thing, tackling it, driving it through with traction and power and intensity. And then you can just really get a line behind it. It's just like pressure from a water faucet. The more pressure you have built up in your water faucet, the more power it's going to have to get through something. But if you're just splashing water up at the wall, you're never going to be able to break through the wall. But if you have a ton of pressure, you can cut through so many different things. So, new haircut, new motto, new power focus, all coming together today right here. So thanks so much, guys. Real quick one for you. Shout out, hashtag, who dis? Who dis? Marissa told me do not say that, but I said whatever. Anyway, have a good night, guys. Thanks so much.
What's up, everybody? This is your host, AJ Armstrong. You can follow me on Instagram at AaronArmstrong33. That's Aaron Armstrong 33, or you can go to my website, aaronjarmstrong.com. Thanks so much for listening through to the end. I wanted to also introduce you guys to our Facebook community. So you can go to Winners Waltz Worldviews on Facebook, and it's a group where we can offer, different opportunities for you guys to ask questions. If you have a Q&A or something in your business or a challenge in your life that you want to bring up, that's the community to ask it. And then I can also share that with all of our listeners on our social media platforms. The final thing I wanted to share with you guys is something that Marissa and I have been so excited for. It's been really chomping at me to freaking tell you guys. And it's our Personal Growth Ventures Retreat. So our Personal Growth Ventures Retreat is going to be located on the island of St. Lucia. It's going to be a business seminar combined with personal growth and development. And we're also adding in something nobody else has ever done in a seminar that I have heard of, and that's fitness and adventure. So these are the things that are going to help push us to our limits. It's going to help us break through our fears, and these adventures are going to be one of a kind. If you want to find out more about what our adventures entail, what's going to be involved in the education session, and where this is all going to be happening and when, you can go to our website, personalgrowthventures.com. That's personalgrowthventures.com. It's also going to be located in the show notes. So with that said, guys, thanks so much for listening through to the end. Once again, go be somebody.